my friends, and welcome to update our layout number 9, video number 9. And yes, that means that we only have 2 more layouts on this series, and I hope that you guys will continue to join me here. If you are new or you haven't seen this series yet, basically I had pulled out 10 layouts that I had made when I was starting with my scrapbooking journey, and then I wanted to update that and see what I come up with using maybe the tools or the techniques or the style that I had before, and just update that with my current style or what the trends or the products and tools that we have today, how that is going to look. Okay, so you saw there's 2 layouts that I had shared here, and if those videos seemed a little too fast for you, you can always click in the description box below where I have a blog post link for this particular series, and so you can see all of my layouts there, the current ones plus the inspiration that I'm using, so that you can see it where you don't have to like pause just to kind of study the layout. But there are 2 layouts that I had done, and I didn't realize this until I was going through my layouts, but I at some point in the beginning of my scrapbooking journey, I really like to frame pictures with stuff. I mean, I don't want to say random things because I'm sure there was a purpose for them. But the first layout where I had created a circle around me and my daughter in one of the photos, and I used flowers to frame our picture. And then the next one was a me page, which is an 8.5 by 11. And I only had a single photo, and I framed that with word stickers. And then I had a few more layouts that I didn't share, but there were a good amount of layouts in the beginning of sharing layouts online. I did pull out these layouts that I am using for this series in my scrapbook.com gallery. I don't think I have mentioned that yet, but I was pulling them out, and I've noticed that in that year that I was sharing, I had a lot of layouts with various frames around them. So I thought that I would pull that out and try to recreate that and see what I come up with. So these are photos of my kids' first day of school in 2021. And my son, it was a senior. My daughter was a freshman, 9th grade, and then my youngest was a 1st grade. So I thought that I would frame the full body shots of each one of them by our front door. And I'm going to frame that with these 3.5 by 11, no, sorry, 3 by 4 pieces of white paper. And then on the edges of that, I'm going to just put some, not random, but I'm going to put the number of the grade that they're in. This way, I use up a bunch of my number stickers, and then also it makes for an interesting frame, but it also connects with the journaling. Like, I didn't have to do any journaling on this layout because the pictures says it all, and the title also says it all. I don't think I put it in journaling. I don't think I do. I mean, it's been a while since I've done this layout, but going back, I also wanted it to be, I was thinking like, what kind of pattern papers do I add? But then I just thought that, what if I just make the background solid for the photos to stand out, and also for that frame to stand out, and just kind of add some patterns here and there, but very subtle, not a whole lot. And so I decided I'm going to do the yellow, red, and blue. These are the colors that I think of when I think about like the basic school colors. I will be adding some green as well, but I just think they're not they are the primary colors, I should say that. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like to base, like, kind of school type of layouts with these, because they are the primary colors. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some banners. Now, I wanted a scallop banner, but I don't have a large, like I don't have, I should say a medium size, because I do have some large scallop banner punches, but I don't have a medium size that I was looking for. And so I used to do this a lot too. I don't do them often enough now, but maybe I want to say 15 years ago, I did this all the time where I would create a scallop by punching circles and then cutting them in half and then laying the half part on whatever edge I'm adhering it to and then creating my banner that way. And so that's what I'm going to be doing here. I am using some liquid glue just to make sure that I can just get a really thin layer of adhesive on the back of that and it wouldn't overflow on the edges where there's no paper that's being adhered. So I'm just going to do all of that. And I also did 3 because I wanted each of my kid to have their own respective banner as kind of the placeholder for their specific photos. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. Like I mentioned, this is video number 9, and so I'm very curious before I share video number 10, which one is your favorite so far, whether that's your favorite because it is something that you automatically would want to recreate on your layout, or is it just something that just inspired you? Please leave that in the comment section below. Okay, so one of the things that I did with the frames is I did cut out an oval shape on the center so that my photos can peek through it. So my photos is actually behind the frame, and then the numbers are just framing around the photo. And I really liked how that looked because then it kind of covered all of those white negative spaces on around the images of my children, but then it also adds some fun details for their grades. And then I don't know if you noticed, but I also added some pen stitching all around those cardstocks. I just felt like they were a little bit too bare for my liking, and so I added some pen stitching. And then first day of school is our title, which I actually cut out from pattern paper and then adhered with some foam adhesive. Here are some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and also hit that bell button so that YouTube will notify you on my next video. Until then, have a good day. Bye.